Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss adiabatic demagnetization, which is most important topic for 10 marks. In ancient 150 years ago, it was believed that the ice is the lowest temperature which is having 0 degrees Celsius, which is we call ice temperature, which is equals to 273 kelvins, as treated as the initial point in temperature scale. Later, as the knowledge is increasing on gases, scientists realized that there exists a low temperature than this temperature, which is 0 kelvins, absolute zero, or we call it as absolute zero, a starting point in absolute scale of temperature, which is equals to minus 273 degrees Celsius is possible. Theoretically, they believed that minus 273 degrees Celsius is possible. From then, scientist communities started to think how to achieve this minus 273 degrees Celsius, which is 0 Kelvin. From here, a wonderful and fascinating journey started, which is called as low temperature physics, a new branch of physics. For attaining lowest temperature, first scientist Kamerlingh Onnes achieved lowest temperature 0.82 kelvins by evaporating liquid helium under 0.13 mm of mercury pressure, and the lowest temperature 0.7 Kelvin was reached by Kisome by reducing the pressure on the surface of liquid helium to 0.0036 mm of mercury, and finally the possible still low temperature was explored by the scientist Debye and Giaiac in 1926 independently by adiabatic demagnetization of paramagnetic salts. Now we are going to discuss adiabatic demagnetization process principle, how the lowest temperature than this temperature is attained by Debye and Giaiac in 1926. This is the principle we have to write about adiabatic demagnetization. When a paramagnetic substance already magnetized is suddenly demagnetized, it shows sufficient fall in temperature. If substance is already at a sufficient low temperature, the fall in temperature is considerable. Here, when the paramagnetic substance which is magnetized, when suddenly demagnetized, we can observe the slightly fall in temperature. If we take the substance which is sufficiently in low temperature, we can observe the fall in temperature considerably. Now this is the paramagnetic substance and these are the atoms of paramagnetic substance. Before going to study the principle, we need to know basics of atom. That atom, for example hydrogen atom, the electron is having electron, one electron is revolving around the nucleus. Nucleus means protons and neutrons, a positively charged particle. If a charged particle is moving in one direction, then in opposite direction current is produced. We know this. For if current is flowing like this, then perpendicular to the current direction magnetic field is produced. Now this atom work as a magnetic dipole and have magnetic dipole momentum mu, and this surface of the atom acts as north pole and the surface that side acts as the south pole, and the direction of this magnetic dipole is from south to north, which is perpendicular direction because its south is here and north is on the surface, the direction is perpendicular direction. In paramagnetic substance, each and every atom acts as a dipole, and these dipoles are randomly arranged so that each dipole's magnetic momentum gets cancelled and the net magnetic field is equals to 0 of this substance. When we keep this paramagnetic substance in external magnetic field, these all dipoles align the direction of external magnetic field and they are arranged in regular direction in the external magnetic field, so that the net magnetic field of this substance now is not equals to 0. The substance shows magnetism. Now here some external work is doing by the external magnetic field, so that the temperature of this substance increases. When we decrease the temperature of substance by using helium gas and we remove the contact with the substance of helium gas and we suddenly demagnetize this substance and we remove the external magnetic field. Now we remove the external magnetic field under adiabatic condition where there is no supply of heat energy to this substance. These dipoles, which are arranged regularly in a one direction, tries to attain their initial original irregular arrangement by using their internal energy. If internal energy is used by the dipoles for doing work to go back to their original direction, irregular direction, so temperature of the substance decreases. Internal energy is utilizing for attaining their original irregular arrangement, so temperature decreases. This is the principle. Now we will draw the apparatus of adiabatic demagnetization and discuss the method how adiabatic demagnetization is done. This is the apparatus diagram of adiabatic demagnetization. Now we are going to know how this process is done. First, the paramagnetic substance gadolinium sulfate GdSO4 taken twice HH2O is taken in a vessel A, and vessel A is connected to a vacuum pump. The vessel A is surrounded by a liquid helium in Dewar flask B. The flask was designed by scientist named Dewar, so Dewar flask. Here again this liquid helium, which is having 1 Kelvin temperature, is surrounded by liquid hydrogen in Dewar flask C. These liquid helium and hydrogen are kept around this paramagnetic substance to make this process done in adiabatic condition, where there is no exchange of heat to the paramagnetic salt, which is our system here. Only temperature changes. So this process is called adiabatic. We have studied in Carnot engine that isothermal process, temperature remains constant but heat is supplied to the system. But in adiabatic process, temperature changes but there is no supply of heat to the system. So here liquid hydrogen and liquid helium are arranged around the paramagnetic substance which is in vessel A. Now a strong magnetic field is supplied by using these external magnets. The coil M is around A is used to measure the temperature by susceptibility measurement. First of all, we fill the vessel A with helium gas which is having 1 Kelvin of temperature, which is highly thermal conducting at very low temperature, which means this helium gas when contacts with the paramagnetic substance in the vessel A, it both becomes thermally equilibrium and paramagnetic salt attains 1 Kelvin of temperature as the helium gas is having. Now we switch on the electromagnetism, we apply external magnetic field. Then this paramagnetic substance becomes, as we have discussed, that the paramagnetic substance, each and every atom acts like a magnet, and its magnetic dipole orientation is randomly arranged like this. And when we keep this paramagnetic substance in external magnetic field, then the magnetic dipole of the atoms of the substance are arranged in the direction of external magnetic field direction like this. Now the external work done by this external magnetic field, due to this the temperature of the paramagnetic substance increases. That increase in temperature is decreased with the help of this helium gas, which is thermally contact with the paramagnetic substance. The heat flow is transferred through the helium gas, which is in thermal contact with paramagnetic substance, to liquid helium, and the paramagnetic substance again made to 1 Kelvin temperature. Now we remove helium gas with the help of vacuum pump, and now suddenly we switch off the external magnetic field. Then the paramagnetic substance having 1 Kelvin of temperature, now the atoms which are having dipole moment in regular arrangement tries to attain the original initial magnetic dipole random orientation by using their internal energy, so that the internal energy is used, so its temperature decreases. Here there is no supply of heat energy, so these atoms use their internal energy. Wherever internal energy is utilizing to do some work by the atoms to attain their initial magnetic dipole random orientation like this, so temperature decreases. Now this process is done in adiabatically, where there is no supply of heat energy is given to the paramagnetic substance, and we do demagnetization under adiabatic condition. So this process is called adiabatic demagnetization. By using this process successfully, Giac and MC Dougall attained 0.25 kelvins, and in 1944 White D has, by using double sulfate phosphate and aluminium, achieved 0.02 kelvins of temperature, and later Clerk, Steenland and Gotter, using crystal of chromium, aluminium, alum, attained 0.0014 kelvins. These temperatures is the lowest temperature reached so far. So this is all about adiabatic demagnetization.